It's Tennessee.Frank.
Hey guys, what's going on? Tennessee.Frank here. We are going to take a look at a small portable power station. This is going to be one, it's made by GoLABS. It's the R150, and it's a real handy little power station. You can use it to charge your laptop, phone, camera, tablets, just a lot of small uses. It's not going to be a really heavy duty power station. It is only 160 watts, so you're not going to be running like your blenders or anything on this. But for charging up cell phones, your tablets, you do have your USB-C, which is important. You've got a couple standard USB-A ports. You have a couple DC out, which those are handy if you wanted to use this with one of those little portable like coolers, the electric coolers you can buy. And you can get those electric coolers pretty reasonable. Let's go ahead and look around. Yeah, I've seen electric coolers. It does have a light, and let me power this thing on. You gotta hold it for just a second, and you can see it is pretty much fully charged. And we can turn that light on. You see how bright that light is. I mean, it's crazy. And then if you hit it again, it'll go into SOS mode, and it does have a strobe mode, and then off. But yeah, the display is pretty decent on this. It'll give you how much power you're using and the number of hours left, and then you got your little battery display. Of course, turn it off. You just hold the button down again for a couple seconds. But it's a pretty decent little unit. Right now, and this is right now as this is being posted, you can get these little guys on Amazon for about 130 bucks. Which in my opinion is pretty decent for what you're going to get. It's not a pure sine wave, it's modified sine wave, so the AC might not run everything that you want to run with it. But like I said, I didn't get this for the AC. I got it more for the USB and the DC, for basically charging up phones, tablets, computers, and for running those little coolers. And they do give you some pretty cool stuff. You get a little charging block, and it's going to charge through a 5521 plug. You get a DC car charging block, so you plug this into your cigarette lighter, plug it in. They do give you a MC4 adapter if your panels for solar have MC4, again 5521. And since there's no socket on this to plug like your little mini fridge or whatever into, they do give you this little adapter that you can plug in, so that's pretty handy. Of course, I did buy this extra cable, and this is going to have your 5521 along with an 8mm adapter. And it goes to the small Anderson connector, which my solar panel uses these Andersons, so that's why I needed to get this. But yeah, it's real versatile. It's easy to hook up, easy to recharge. You should be able to run your devices pretty well. They do give you a decent little manual, and specs are in here. It talks about how to use it. Here's your specs if you want to freeze and look. Go and pause and you can look. But for the price point, I just could not pass this little guy up. I do have a couple larger power stations on the way. I got a Blue Eddy EB70 coming. That's a 700 watt power station with 716 watt hours. This is only 204 watt hours, which still is not bad for small usage, and that's all I want this for, is something kind of handy. What I had been using was this little NECTEC 21 watt panel setup. It's just 3 small panels, 21 watt. And I was using this to charge one of these little lithium-ion batteries, which it works. I mean, it's decent enough. You can do your phones and stuff with it, but I just wanted something a little more robust with a few more watt hours, a little bit more versatility, and that's where this comes in. These do use the new LiFePO4 batteries. That's the lithium iron phosphate batteries. If you're going to get one of these little devices, try to get the lithium iron phosphate. In the manual, if you noticed, it said it's good for up to 1,000 recharges. Normally, on your practical use on these, lithium iron phosphate will do a couple thousand charges before it drops to 80%. On your regular lithium-ion batteries, you'll get 500 to 1,000. This is the new technology. This is kind of the wave of the future right now. And you're going to get a lot more recharges on this. But let's go ahead. Let's get the box out of here. I'm going to move this over here. And I'm going to bring a couple small things out. And we're just going to see how this is going to work. So I'll be right back. We have the unit turned on. I do have the cable that goes to my phone plugged in. I didn't use the little wall wart adapter because if you're going to use AC, you're not going to have the efficiency. And since you already have the USB, just go ahead and use the USB. I plugged it into the quick charge port. We're going to turn the AC on. So AC power is on. I'm going to plug my phone in. It's just a Samsung Galaxy 3. I mean, it's not anything special. But let's go ahead. Let me plug in my phone. You can see the phone's on, charging. And it is drawing about 5 watts of power. And it says at this rate we got about 42, 43 hours that we can run it at this. So you can see it's really just sipping the power charging this phone. So that's pretty cool. Something else I want to try. We're going to turn the AC off. We'll go ahead, unplug the phone, unplug our cord, get this out of our way. And I do have a small lamp. It's got a standard bulb in it. It's not any kind of special bulb like an LED bulb or anything. Just a standard bulb in this lamp. I'm going to go ahead, we'll plug it into the AC. We'll turn the AC on. Okay. And now I'm going to turn this little lamp on and we'll see what happens. Hang on just a second, let me get over here. Okay, lamp's on. And we are drawing about 18 watts. And it's saying we got about an 8-hour runtime on this. So this little light at 18 watts will give you 8 hours. Not too bad. Now, I'm going to turn that off. And you can see it goes back to 0. 65 hours on there. While we have the AC on, this is going to be the test. I like to cut my own hair. Been doing it for years. And I got these little clippers. And we're going to see just how much power they pull and if it's going to work or not. Let me plug these in. And let's see what happens. Okay, so far so good. It's working. Yeah, clippers are working. They're drawing about 4 watts. Saying we got about 23 hours. So if I wanted something portable to take camping and I needed to cut my hair for some crazy reason, this little guy's going to power it. So something small like that, it should work just fine. So real handy little device. I mean, 130 bucks, you can't go wrong for LiFePO4 batteries. 150 watts, over 200 amp hours. I mean, it's a nice little system. Go ahead and turn the AC off. We'll turn the unit off. So if you're looking for a small, kind of easy use portable power station, give these little GoLABS a try. The R150. They do make an R300, a little bit larger, has a built-in socket for your cigarette lighters and your cigarette lighter plug. Those are running around 200, and I just wanted something really cheap just to take with me, something small. But for the $130 price point, while they last on Amazon, look these guys up. If you want a very small portable power station to charge devices, computers, you could plug in little LED camp lights that go into your USB if you want to power some camp lights. Any light usage you could use this for. Like I said, it's not going to run a drill motor or coffee maker, nothing like that. That's what the bigger units I have coming are going to be for. But just something small. I mean, don't pass these up while you can get a hold of them. So I hope you like this review. And like I always say, either we stand up for our rights or we can sit by and watch them go away. Y'all have an awesome rest of the day. We'll talk to you later. TN.Frank out of here.